Hello all and welcome to the latest Craftmania Sunday Showcase. Now I know it may have come as a little bit of a surprise to you all, but we're currently in a 20% off everything sale. We do this every August bank holiday, but we didn't announce this week's until this Thursday just gone. So if you haven't heard of it, don't worry, you haven't missed it. It goes on all the way till 5 PM Saturday the 2nd of September. Now with that in mind, today I've got 20% off of our brand new theme packs. Now if you haven't seen these, we have had them in store about a week or so, and I know quite a lot of you have already been buying them. But today I thought I'd open up a couple, make a few cards with them, and share a few ideas with you as we go of what you could do with these packs. If you haven't seen them, they are really good value. The packs are only $4.99 to start with. You, of course, are going to get 20% off of them this week, which makes them only $3.99. Every pack has at least £5.50's worth of products in it. So you're already saving 10% before the discount. Then with your 20% off, you're actually getting 30% off if you bought the products individually in store. Now, we've put these together. They're a completely us idea here at Craftmania. They're put up together from lots of different products from lots of different companies, but all on different themes. We know so many of you struggle, for instance, for things for baby boys or baby girls, so we've gone ahead and made a pack for a baby boy or a baby girl, etc. We're going to come back to the different themes in a little while, after I've shown you a few cards that I've made, but there's actually 13 different topics. So if you don't like the examples I share with you in a moment, don't worry, there's probably a pack here for you. Also, we have 3 more packs coming in the next week or so, and I'll tell you a little bit more about them a little later on. But we're going to start off by looking at the one I teased you with showing you first of all. This is our teacup and cakes collection. Now this, when you actually pick them up, is how you'll see them in store. They come in a 12 by 12 packet. You can see a couple of the different designs of the papers in here already. And then down the side we have a little contents telling you everything you're going to get in here. Because they're only 12 by 12 bags, a lot of things are actually hidden in between the different layers. So don't just look at the front and think that's all you're getting. You do get loads in here. So what I've got is one of these opened up already. So we'll have a little flick through here so you can see what I mean. Pop that out of the way. So first of all, you're going to get 5 paper doilies. You've then got a metre of white satin ribbon, a metre of cream satin ribbon, and a metre of pink satin ribbon. You're then getting a die-cut topper sheet, and these are all foiled around the edges, so they're really nice quality and really lovely to work with. You've then got one decoupage sheet here, which has got 2 images on it. We then have another decoupage sheet with another set of images on, and then you're getting some 12 by 12 papers that coordinate lovely with these as well. So in this set, you're getting your flourish, you've got a happy birthday text, and you've got a blue pinstripe. So as you can see, you really do get an awful lot in these, and the amount of cards and bits you can make with them is endless. Now a lot of the packs differ, so don't think you're going to get that in every pack. Some of them have got buttons and ribbons and peel-offs, and there's all different mixes, so we'll chat a little bit about that when we look at the packs in a little while. But I'm going to show you a few cards I've made with that pack today. So if you've been coming to the Lower Soft lessons this week, you will have already made one of these cards. If you haven't, it's going to Yarmouth in a few weeks. But even if you haven't come to our lessons, they're quite a simple one. It's just an ordinary stepper card with an acetate cover. They're quite simple to make, and from today's kit I've used the happy birthday paper, one of the decoupage sheets, and as you can see the doily in the background here, and then underneath the actual level at the top here I've also just cut one into 3 pieces and scalloped that coming out from underneath it. Now I have added the flowers. These don't come in your kit, but you can get a packet of these. You get 8 in a packet for £1.49, and again these come in loads of different colours and different colour options as well. So if you haven't seen them, they might be worth adding as well to your collection. On top of my decoupage, I've actually glittered this one, just using a quickie glue pen and some gold glitter. So hopefully you can see the sort of sparkle and shimmer with this one. It's just picked up a lot on what's already on the decoupage itself. So you don't have to be artistic with this. It's already marked on here, and I've literally just gone over the top with a glue pen and added a little bit of glitter to it. So that's got a really nice delicate edge to it and a little bit of a different effect. Moving on to our next project, we have one of these. Now this is a little flip book that I've created. So on the front we have one of the foiled toppers with your happy birthday greeting on it. Behind that we've got one of the doilies in use. And then behind that we've got that flourish blue paper. Now on this one I've gone around the edge of it with a quickie glue pen again and added silver glitter to it. And I just think that makes that paper look so expensive. Obviously, they're a value product as such. They've come in these kits which are incredibly cheap for all them papers and bits. But adding the glitter to it makes it look like one of the sort of £2 a sheet papers you can get from speciality brands. And it only took a couple of minutes. On the back here, you can see, oh, keep flicking, another bit I've done just on the side here, which actually shows you sort of the after and the before. So you've got a little idea of how well you can dress that up with just a bit of glitter. You could, of course, use accents, like glossy accents or something like that instead, or pearls if you wished. Going back to the project itself, it just flicks open to your different pages. On the edges here, I've used one of our edgeable dies. Now, if you are coming in for the 20% off sale, that's the die here. It's normally £6.99, but with your 20% off this week, it'll only be £5.59, which is incredible for an edgeable die. That's half the price virtually of a lot of the leading brands who do them, and it's a really nice die to work with. They're one of our Teflon coated brands, so they just pop out really easily, so there's no faffing to get them in and out of your actual die, and they cut really well. Again, I've got more of them paper flowers on the front. Again, they don't come with your kit set, but you can of course add them. And on the side here, we've got a little bit of the pink ribbon that does come included. Moving on to our next card, we'll do this little one down here. Now, this really was just a very quick and simple card. More using up the bits I'd got left from some of the things I've been doing today. So we've got a bit more of the blue flourish paper, again, just left alone here. And then we've got another one out of doilies, the second decoupage off of one of the sheets. And then I've got these little bits that were also left down on the base of the sheet. You can see them just tucked around here. One of the good bits with this brand is every space they have on a sheet, they will put something. So even if it isn't needed for the pictures you're layering, you get all these little topper bits or embellishment bits to add in with it as well, which is really nice because a lot of companies would just leave that as white and have wasted space. So with these, they really do try and cram in as much as they can. And as you can see, they make quite nice little bits to add into your projects as well. On the front here, I've just die cut some flowers out of ordinary white card. That's the die here. This one's £7.99, and again, if you are coming in this week, you'd get 20% off that one, so it's only £6.39, which again is just really good value for 3 flower heads and 2 leaves. So really nice die to add to your collection. Stepping back, let's go to this one. Now this is a different card again. We've got another one of the decoupage sheets going on this one. Haven't glittered this, I've just left it alone. And then we've got the little base bar that comes off of the same sheet and the little happy birthday piece as well. Underneath we've got one of the doilies from our 5 in the set, and I've just gone over the top of that with some gilding wax just to give it a more antique-y feel. At the top and the base of my easel card we have this die cut. Now this one also comes with this die which you can't see on this card, but I've popped the sample here so you can see that that's how that one actually cuts as well, but I've just used the lacy bit at the top. That set is £15.99, but of course if you come in this week with your 20% off, it's only £12.79. So a nice little bargain as well, and really lovely to work with. On all of these, you'll notice I've used a lot of gold mirror board. If you haven't seen these packs before, you get 10 sheets for only £3. They actually have a recommended retail price of £9.90. But of course, with 20% off this week, you're only paying £2.60, which is 26p a sheet for gold mirror board, which is unheard of really, isn't it? So again, if you want one of them, you can get them in store. We've got quite a few of them in, don't miss out. The only thing I didn't mention was my little box I'd made, so I'll just show you this as well. Just a little box, but it uses the cream ribbon from India Pack, and again, little topper pieces off of your foiled sheet, and it obviously fits the card that's standing on top of it. So again, you can see I've made 3 cards and a box, and I still had loads of bits left from this set. Lots of little offcuts of papers, and especially the toppers. I had loads of these left, so you could make so much with this set if you wanted to. But I had to get on with the next one, so I left them for another project, another day. But there really is so much in these. And when you think, especially with your 20% off this week, you're only paying £3.99 for these. That's incredible. It really is incredible. Okay, so let's have a look at the next set. So this one is our poinsettia set, our Christmas poinsettia. So let's have a little dig through this one. So in this one, you're getting a sheet of layering poinsettia peel-offs. You get a metre of tartan ribbon. You've got a decoupage sheet of your poinsettias. We then have 6 topper foiled die cut pieces. We then have a 12 by 12 of poinsettias, a 12 by 12 of Happy Christmas, a 12 by 12 of swirls, and lastly a 12 by 12 of Happy Christmas text. Again, this one's only $4.99, so again with your 20% off this week, you're only going to be paying $3.99 for this, which considering you're getting 4 12 by 12s and all of that, that's really good value. Let's show you what I made with my one. So this is just an ordinary exploding box. Around the edges of it I've used the 4 without the text, leaving them for other projects, just the 4 actual pictures from my foiled die cut topper sheet. I've got a little bit of the ribbon on the top here. We also have a piece of the swirled 12 by 12 to the very top. And then if we open up our little box, on the inside I've got some of the poinsettia peel-offs layered a couple high for the middle focal point. And then around the sides we've got the text paper, and under the first layer you'll see the more prominent poinsettia paper. Then at the back of that we go back to the text paper. Now you could certainly add more to these layers if you wanted to. You could even put in photos and things if you wish to. It's just more a skeleton to show you how you could then decorate up from there. But this pack's a really good base to do that with if you wanted to. The exploding boxes are just made out of 12 by 12 sheets of card, so they're not difficult to create, really easy in fact. If you're not too sure how to do them, we do have a lesson where we make a very similar one of these coming up in our Yarmouth store in a couple of weeks, so pop along to that if you can. Moving on, I'll show you a matching card, so again from the same set. This time we have the decoupage sheet just layered at the top here, and I wish I had time to glitter this really, because it would have just sparkled a little bit more, give you a little bit more of an impressive effect. But you can see there's so many layers to this one, and it's built up so nicely. I've just done mine with foam pads, but of course you could even reach more depth and definition if you use silicone as well. And if we had it glittered, it would look really lovely, but it's still quite nice. In the back here we've got the plain swirl paper, and then on the base of the card I've got more of the poinsettia paper. On the front here we have the little tag as well. And it's worth mentioning here, I haven't told you this already, with these papers I haven't used more than one sheet. I have literally used what you get in the packet. So if like on this project you see in here I'd used that paper and on here I'd used that paper, I haven't opened more packets, I haven't stolen more sheets off the shelf. That is all out of one sheet, so you too could make these projects from the pack you've got. You don't need to buy additional papers. If I've done it, you can do it. Going back to where we were. So again on here we've got a little bit of ribbon, same with the ribbon. You'll notice I've got it in sort of all different places. You can stretch yours to do this much as well. For my next project I've just made a very simple little gift box, just if you had a little matching present that you wanted to give with it, and more just to show you another use for your Happy Christmas topper sheets as well. Again, I've still got another one of them left. I had a lot of papers left. I didn't even use the Happy Christmas sheet. I love these text sheets and I didn't even get around to using that. And I still had half a sheet of peel-offs left as well. So again, 3 things made, still loads more you could do with them. So there really is a lot you could get out of these sets. Moving on to the final set I've created today, and then we'll take you back and we'll show you all them different theme sets that you could be getting. This one is our Purple Romance set. So we'll have a quick flick through of what you're going to get in this one. So this one we get a sheet of peel-offs with all different lovey-dovey wording on. We then have a decoupage sheet ready to layer and go. We then have a topper sheet that's all die cut and ready to use. A piece of A4 card, which is perfect if you want to make a matching box out of this, or if you actually want to use it to make your card blank, you could. We then have 4 flowers again. These are all wired, so you could actually make them 3D and stand out of a project if you wish to, or you can just snip them off and glue them on like I tend to do. We then have another one of them flourish background papers, which I really love these. They remind me a bit of Laurence Llewelyn Bowen, but in a good way, not a negative. We then have a heart paper as well with lots of swirls on too. A little Lauren-esque, but not quite as flourishy as the other one. So let's have a little look at what I managed to make with my set today. So this one actually goes in the matching box you can see in front of you. On here we've got one of the topper sheets, or panels I should say. Over here I've got just literally offcuts that I had left from when I'd done my other bits of the paper and the card. So I've just made the card really with offcuts. In the inside again we've got another one of the panels, and then just a little place for you to pop your text from your peel off if you wanted to use them. You'll see that I've done that on the other card, but of course if you wish to you could stamp a verse or just write your own little lovely message. On the front here you're going to see the flowers I've used. This is this die. Now this one's only £6.99, but again, if you can get in this week and get your 20% off, it's only £5.59. On the box, we've got that lovely headed eye that I showed you in the beginning for our teacup collection. That was the £15.99 one, if you remember. And then we have the flower again that I just showed you. We have another one of the toppers and then another bit of that really lovely 12x12 paper. So that's quite a nice little easy set to create with just a couple of card blanks and a bit of ribbon really is all you need to add on to the set that you could purchase. And then behind that one we've got this one. I'll bring this one over to you. And this one's actually got our decoupage on it, and then we've got 3 of the flowers that come from the set. Worth talking about the decoupage actually. They've been really clever in how they've made this one because all the actual folds of the dress lay on top of each other so that you sort of layer them on so that they actually look like they're floating. I'm hoping this is making sense. You might be able to see it better from the side angle, but they literally just all lay on as pieces. So they've really thought about the end result as they've made this one. I really like that. And then on this one, with the Flourishy Lawrence paper, we've actually just put silver glitter on it this time, which made me think even more of Lawrence Llewelyn-Bowen. I'm starting to think I'm a bit of a fan. But it's a really lovely paper to work with, and you could, of course, just put crystal glitter if you didn't want the silver, but I thought it matched in quite well. In the middle, we have the peel-offs that I was talking about that come in with your set. There's loads of different wording options on that one, so you could really say whatever you wish to. So that is our 3 different sets made up that I have created, but let's take you back and show you the different themes that you can get as well. So we spoke about the teacup one, that was the first one I showed you. There is also a Christmas bear one, which I am a little bit in love with, I'm not going to lie, I think this one's absolutely gorgeous. You've got a couple of peel-offs in this one, you've got 2 different decoupage sheets, 2 bits of ribbon, there's different cards and papers in here as well, so you really are getting a lot in that one. We then have, because we've always been asked for things for men, and as I said, these packs did come about for that style of reason, really. This is a lovely man's collection. This is it's all plains, so you've got 2 different decoupage sheets to actually layer, a topper sheet of foiled die cuts. You've then got a cloud background to put your planes onto. You've got a piece of green tartan in here as well, and there's also a wording sheet that says happy birthday as well. So you get a lot in that one too. We then have a cat collection, and the little black cats do remind me of mine, so I am a little bit biased. I love this set. In here you've got 2 decoupage sheets again, one with big designs, one with little designs. You've got 2 peel-offs. There's also 2 pieces of A4 card, one with flowers on, one with a cat on it. And then you've got a paw print 12x12 and a cat design 12x12. There's your paw prints, and your cat one's hidden in the back here. As I say, you can't always see everything you're getting in these, but when you look at them, do have a little look at the pictures on them, because we've tried to photograph it so you can see everything you're going to get. We then have a Christmas Robin one. Now, I do love this one. In here, you've got a sentiment topper sheet. They're all die cuts, so you can pop them out. You've got your Robin decoupage, sort of in the holly. Then you've got one in a flower pot. We've got 12x12s in here and ribbon again. There's another one of your 12x12s on the back here. There's just so much you could do with that one. That's one I really wanted to get to work with today, but didn't quite get a chance. Then we have a Birds in Blossom version. Now this again, you've got a foiled topper, you've got a couple of decoupage sheets, you've got another one of the Lawrence Llewelyn-Bowen style papers, and then we've got some wording ones and some striped ones in that as well. Moving on, we have a red version, the same as the purple one. Now the contents does vary slightly just because the different things were available in red. So there is different bits in this one, but still the same incredible value. And that's your red version. Then this is another good man's one. This one has a gardening set in it, and it also has a motorbike set in it. So although it's not exclusive to men, obviously, I know lots of female gardeners, so it's a good set that you could possibly break up for that as well. In here you've got peel-offs to match, you've got your topper sheet, you've got 2 decoupage sheets, then we've got blue tartan in one side and brown tartan in the other. So again, quite a lot in that one. Then we have a lovely baby blue one, which I gave you a little flash of earlier. This one's got a peel-off in it, die-cut topper sheet, decoupage sheet, backing card, gingham 12x12 paper. You've also got a ribbon, which is really nice because that threaded gingham that goes through the middle, you can pull it and it sort of all scrunches up if you wish to. You've then got a baby boy ribbon in here, and on the back you've got a 12x12 with wording. The baby girl pack is pretty much identical, but just pink. So again, peel-offs, toppers, papers, the whole lot, all set in pink instead. And then lastly, for the moment, we have a football one. So in here, we've got football player peel-offs, football decoupage in a very sort of artistic style, a football decoupage in a more cartoony style. You've got 2 little buttons, 2 resin buttons, an A4 sheet to put it all on, which has the same scene as your 12x12, which would be perfect as inserts, or if you wanted to use a card to make a matching box maybe, or of course you could actually just mount your decoupages onto the football ground instead. So many options for these, and as I say, there is 3 more versions coming. We have another man's version coming, and at least 2 more Christmas ones, but this is just the start. There will be lots more to come in the future, and these aren't going anywhere. These are a continual line, so if you do want them and you do like the look of these, do keep an eye out, because there will be more added. As I say, just to remind you, they are normally $4.99, but this week and this week only, you get 20% off up until 5 PM Saturday, the 2nd of September. If you can get in store, you get 20% off virtually everything in store, and of course the kits will then only be $3.99, so that's a proper little saving. If you do want any of these held for you to collect in store, please just let me know the titles of the ones you'd like in the comments, and we'll have them held for you. If you don't live locally, then sadly the 20% off everything isn't available on the website, but the kits are on there with the 20% off, so you can still get them for $3.99 if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all next week when we have another new showcase for you. Bye for now.